Oh, right, y'all, we are live on this beautiful Tuesday morning. God bless everybody in Jesus' name. I do pray everybody is super blessed. And guys, Bitcoin is doing exactly what we thought it would do on Sunday, guys, on Sunday. All right, this is why you gotta like the channel and subscribe to the video and share me on MySpace. All right, put me in your MySpace top 8. What do we say? What do we say? Gearing up for a short squeeze, coming to resistance, the Fibonacci golden pocket, get a retrace back to the bottom of the range. Oh my goodness, would you look at that? We came into the golden pocket, found resistance, trade the sideways range, and now Bitcoin pumping again, baby. About to get another pump to an all-time high. We're going to be talking about it today. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, click the bell for notifications. Got to give a major shout out to BLOFIN. BLOFIN, 10% cash back, $1,000 future bonus, multiple chances to win $100 every single month, plus discounted fees. Got to give a major shout out to ANTARCTIC Exchange, lowest fees in the world, SVIP privileges if you use my link. Also got to give a major shout out to WEEX, lowest fees on the centralized exchange. And of course, got to give a major shout out to the Casper Crew VIP Discord for giving these juicy long trades in advance along the way up, baby. And we are locking in the juiciest profits here. Man, oh man, oh man. JasonCasperTrading.com to join the best community in the world as Bitcoin is pumping right now, forming this little bull flag. We're going to be talking about it. I'm excited. I'm more excited than that one time. Well, I'm not going to talk about it now. But we got to give a major shout out to everybody in the chat right now. First of all, major shout out to Up and Run. XRP, let's go. Shout out to Boss. Shout out to Nicholas. We didn't hit the 108 target I was waiting for long. We might still. Nicholas Cespedes. Don't ever give up. Alright? I'm still waiting for the CME gap at 3K. Look, there's still a chance. It's not over until the fat lady sings. Alright? Shout out to Stupid Bitcoin. Shout out to No101 and Stephanie Malay, who says pump it. Shout out to Slums. Shout out to Blair Stevenson. Shout out to Pegless. Major shout out to HFG. God bless you, my bro. And shout out to Blair Stevenson and Crypto Incognito. Shout out to Splashfire Films and Seth Smith. Guys, as usual, if we get 1,000 likes in the first half hour, we will be giving away $1,000. Don't bot the stream. If you do, we won't give a giveaway, and we won't do one for a month. Alright, don't bot the stream. The day is young, says FitGenius618. Absolutely. Shout out to Chris Klein. Shout out to HBBBA. Why do I smoke stinky socks again, Jay? I don't know. There's just something I love about taking those stinky socks out of the hamper, rolling them up in a nice Philly blunt wrap, lighting it on fire, and breathing in the smoke to my lungs, holding it in until when I exhale, nothing comes out. Alright? I just can't stop smoking the stinky socks. Alright? Shout out to Sneaks123. Shout out to Crypto Rooster. Shout out to Juju. And shout out to Jay Violet. And Dilka Music. Do I trade any other coins? I haven't for a while, Dilka Music. Haven't for a while. Where's the bulletproof vest? It's not on today, Michael Vandervoort. Alright, you gotta know your body. Alright? Can't handle it today. Shout out to Wavy. Good morning, Mr. J Natty Sun. Shout out to Mafia Maid. Clickbait are actually gearing up. We are legitimately gearing up. This is not clickbait. Alright, we are gearing up for a massive move. Gearing up for a massive move here on Bitcoin. Alright. So just to reiterate, guys. Alright. Prediction on Sunday. Literally happened. Now we're bouncing from support, but we're coming back to resistance. Remember, this is our key range here. Sideways range. We're going to be doing some top-down analysis, talking about it. All right. Obviously, I'm still in the short from the setup given in the Casper Crew VIP Discord from 111,893.8. Setup given in advance. Trade executed, taken, baby. All right. But I have to say, I lean pretty dang bullish. Alright, so let's talk about what's happened here for the Bitcoin. First, we got to start on the monthly chart. We're going to do some real old-fashioned top-down analysis here, because Bitcoin is legitimately gearing up. We have never ever seen in the history of Bitcoin. Hang on, let me put my ugly self back on the screen here. Man, am I ugly or what? Look at how wrinkly and old I look. Chase, what's wrong with you, man? Sheesh, man. Maybe I need to do some looks maxing like these other questionably hetero guys out there on the internet who like shave their eyebrows because they think like it'll, I don't know. It's weird, bro. Y'all are weird. I'm sorry. You dudes out there with all your, like, I spend 3 hours in the morning waxing my eyebrows and putting on my face cream. I'm gonna say it. Y'all are gay, man. That's gay. All right, now look. Here we go. Look at this. Monthly time frame. Put on market Cipher B. What do we got? We got the green dot. All right. The green dot. Printing 4 days, 12 hours. There has never been a time in the history of Bitcoin where the green dot did not result in more upside. Case in point. All right, let's take a look at the history of Bitcoin here. The all-time index. The all-time index. You can go back in time and show me a time where the green dot did not result in more upside in the following month. Literally since the beginning of time, the green dot, the following months, pump. All right, green dot, following months, pump. All right, obviously at the low, green dot, this was the bottom. All right, green dot, pump. Green dot, pump. Green dot right here. Okay, there was one time where the green dot didn't pump us. That was the COVID dump. All right, but then this time we print the green dot and we pump the next month. We actually hit our new all-time high in the top of the bull run, pumping up another 15%, give or take, after the dot confirmed. All right, obviously we get our green dot here, massive pump, green dot here, extreme pump, green dot here, massive pump. Now here's the thing, even if the pump is not big, like in this instance, we confirmed the green dot, we got 2 months of green, 15% move to the upside. My point is the confirmation of the green dot means we get more upside in next month. So we confirm the green dot. I expect June to be a bullish month. All right, every single time except once, and that was a black swan event, all right, in March 2020. All right, we didn't know the whole world was going to shut down. All right, not all of us are privy to the plans of the dang New World Order, okay? At that time, no one really knew that was going to happen, all right? Of course, everyone's like, oh yeah, it was so obvious to know, you know, event 201 and all blah, blah, blah. All right, but we didn't know at the time, right? So bam, big market dump, all right? So now we get this confirmation of the green dot, baby. We are pumping. Look at the oscillator on market Cipher B, the yellow oscillator crossing the zero line, baby. This is bullish. Look at the money flow holding on. Now we take a look at the 2 week. The 2 week, plenty of room to the upside. This dot here on the 2 week, guys, in my opinion, is a breakout dot. This green dot here is a predictive dot. All right, we call it a PD, a predictive dot. That means we're probably going to break out of the range. Why do I say that? Because when you are looking at an uptrend like this, which we've been in, when you get the green dot above the zero line, as the money flow gets thicker, that is a PD, a predictive dot. All right. When you see a PD, you're not going to end up with ED, baby, because we're going to get one of those blue Pfizer big old Viagra candles to the upside. Now look, we've got that on the monthly. We've got this on the 2 week. We come down to the weekly. What do we got? More room to the upside. We come to the daily. What do we see here? Money flow looking strong. All right, money flow still getting thicker. Then we come down to our 4 hour time frame. This is where things get juicy. All right, this is where things get juicy. We are seeing hidden bullish divergences on our 4 hour time frame here. All right, as we are continuing to make the higher lows, respecting this trend line right here, we are seeing the momentum getting lower. All right, not only that, we are seeing the money flow getting thicker. To me, this is building a bullish bias. Am I saying we're guaranteed to break out? Of course, nothing's guaranteed. But all things considered, the high time frames, as we go down, even to the 4 hour, are showing bullishness to the upside. All right? Bullishness to the upside. Again, the context of the bullishness to the upside is we came down to massive support with very bullish signs. So bullish that I publicly went bullish. All right? It's very rare that I do this. It's very rare. I utilize clickbait often. Make sure to like the video. And you guys know that I always have clickbait titles. All right? But I don't usually joke around with my titles, even though they're clickbait. I came out extremely bullish in the end of April when we confirmed the signal on market Cipher B on the week time frame. Go back and watch the video on April 21st, where I was extremely bullish. And I saw signals down at the lows, which to me point to a breakout. Now, have we had a breakout of the range yet? We have not broken out of the range yet, but we are very close. We're very close. We're at the range high right now. Okay? So, on Sunday, when we talked about yesterday being a holiday, we had a very clear lines in the sand for predicting what the Bitcoin price is going to do. You want a prediction? You want a prediction, baby? All right, I'm going to give you a prediction. I will give you my actual Bitcoin prediction right now. Okay? There are two key levels. The previous all-time high at 109. Right around here, 109. Right? This high that we made here. And the value area high of the macro range that we have been trading since Trump won the election. All right? That gives us this box right here. This box, guys, this box right here is the line in the sand. We start closing. If we close a weekly candle above this box, extremely bullish. We close a weekly candle below this box, extremely bearish. We close a few dailies above the box, very bullish. We close a few dailies below the box, very bearish. This box here is the catalyst to the next big move. And Bitcoin is gearing up for a big move, because if we lose this box, that is very bearish. We get a fast move back down to test our last support at 97,000. We hold the box. That is very bullish. We're going to break out of the range. And when we break out of these ranges, guys, when they last months like this, there is follow through, right? There's real follow through. Look at all the ranges that we broke out. When you break out, there is real follow through. 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 All right? So in keeping with the pattern, we expect a move up to at least, my next local target is 115 to 120, and my macro target is 140 to 145. All right? Which isn't that crazy, all right? If we were come to 115 to 117, that's like another 6%. That's nothing. We come to 140, that's another like 30%. That's not very much. This makes a lot of sense in keeping with our pattern of the breakout and the follow through, right? We could range again, and then who knows, maybe the top's in, I don't know. Okay? But you expect the follow through. And if we don't get the breakout, okay, the reason why Bitcoin is gearing up for a big move no matter what is because if we don't get the follow through, then guess what? We're back in the range, man. We are back in the range, and all the bullishness is quickly going to be, you know, as we come back down to potentially 97 and then like 86, and then, you know, I'm going to say the number 73 is our actual support if we don't break out. So yes, the big move is happening. And how can we know for certain which move it's going to be? It's the box. It's the box. The box. The box. All right. And right now we are breaking out the dang box, man. We are holding above the box, and this does look bullish here. When we look at our monthly time frame, also something else that we need to keep in mind is this. All right, 4 days. If this monthly candle closes above the previous all-time high, that's very bullish. What we don't want to see is the monthly close below the previous all-time high, right? Because that would be a swing failure pattern on the monthly time frame, aka a chicken's drinking water. So, all things considered, looking pretty dang nice, honestly, on Bitcoin. And here's something else. Bitcoin is bouncing from a key level right now. All right, Bitcoin is bouncing from a key level at this moment, which is this. If we take a look at the chart that I share in the Casper Crew VIP Discord every single Monday and Wednesday, we are bouncing from the long setup that we gave yesterday. Would you look at that? Wow, would you look at that? Would you look at that, man? Look at the Casper Crew, man. We are calling the levels. Would you look at that? Look at that. Look, you just draw a little line in the chart, and the price does what you want it to do, you know? Draw a line, price does what you want it to do. You know, kind of reminds me of Sunday, where I drew a line on the chart for all you guys, and the price just did what it wanted to do. Move up, move back down, you know? Boom. move up, move back down. Reminds me of the time I drew the line on the chart here, reclaim 88.5, and pump up to a new high. What? You know what? I should just start drawing lines on the chart and selling that. You know? Man, maybe that's a better business. But, yeah, you know. What was I talking about? What a fool I am. Jason Casper, what a dang fool. All right, let's pop on back now to TradingView. We're going to take a look at the local time frames here now. I want to go to like the first of all, the 12 hour. All right, let's go look at the 12 hour. Let's go back to our Bybit USD chart. This looks so bullish. Oh my goodness. Look at the 12 hour VWAP, yellow oscillator coming up, green dots printing. The 4 hour money flow, a thicken in here. It looks good. It really looks like, guys. It looks really good for a move to the upside. And within an hour, New York is going to open. It's the first New York open since Friday. New York is going to make the move. All right? Come on. What's the market maker going to do? Make your move. Make your move. Happy days. Yo, 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 ladies and gentlemen. We're here to bring the fire today. The market makers are here to wreck all the retail traders building the long trades. Meanwhile, the market makers building the shorts to recover the vector candles back down to the Brinks box. Bam! All right? Shout out to Tino from Traders Reality, by the way. God bless you, Tino, man. You are the man. Now, look. Here's one thing I want to keep in mind. When New York opens, expect some volatility. Okay? Expect some volatility. Am I bullish? I'm bullish, I'm bullish, I'm bullish, I'm bullish! Did we give the level in advance in the Casper crew? Yes! Yes, we gave it, but are we expecting new highs? Yes! Okay, so look. If you missed the long from the Casper crew, that's okay. You're still time to join the Casper crew. JasonCasperTrading.com, where we give the juicy levels in advance. And even often, not always, but often tell you when we're taking the dang long, like this, all right? But here's the thing. If we open New York and we start to see a bit of a pullback, there's one thing I want us to keep in mind here. One thing. What is the one thing? It's this. All right. Fibonacci, low to high, around 105,000. All right. 105,000, very key. If we adjust the fib to the last swing low, it's going to be 105.8. All right, 105.8. Remember that level 105.8. What is that level 105.8? All right. If we get a pullback back down to the low of the range, and we take the weekend lows, remember, okay, remember this, guys. If we take that weekend low, which we never did, we never took the weekend low, and a lot of times weekend lows get taken, I just want to remind you that we have the value area high of the macro range at 105.8. We have the support resistance flip at 105.8. We have the daily order block at 105.8. And we have the local Fibonacci golden pocket at 105.8, which means this, guys. Because I'm so bullish, and because we're breaking out of key resistance, for me now, this is going to be very key support. All right? It's going to be very key support for me. Because I'm bullish, you know I'm going to be looking for longs. If we come back down to this area, all right, we'll call it 104 to 106, this $2,000 zone, this is going to be the place. All right, that's going to be the place. Why? Because what used to be resistance is now going to be support. What? What? Wait. Is he like in the house? Ah. Sucks, man. Ah. All right, I gotta go, guys. God bless you. Peace.